Hi, this is Charles Young with WV News. Governor, I wanted to ask about the event in Pennsylvania that you're going to be participating in tomorrow. Do you have any indication that former President Trump will be there? And do you plan to participate in any more of these events in the last couple weeks we have between now and the election? Thank you.
Okay, Charles. I don't know for sure if President Trump will be at this one. I'm doing several, right now I think there's 5 on tap. I'm doing 2 in North Carolina and 3 in Pennsylvania. I really truly believe that Pennsylvania is so pivotal. It's unbelievable. I really believe the entire election hinges on Pennsylvania. I want to try to help President Trump in any way I possibly can. He has reached out, on different occasions, saying, that he'd surely like me to do what I can in Pennsylvania. I'm doing that, and then I'm going to North Carolina for a couple of events, there, and probably we'll end up with even 2 or 3 more in Pennsylvania, or at least a couple more. But Charles, I don't know for sure if President Trump's going to be there. He asked me, he said, how's the best way to do this and everything? Of course, shoot, who am I to advise the president? But he basically, what we're trying to do is target some more of the rural counties and to get more and more folks out to vote. And so, with all that being said, here's what I told him, and I can tell you exactly his words. But I said, Mr. President, what I think we should do is just invite people out, tell them absolutely we don't want them to bring a check, and everything. I'll take their questions and sit there and talk with them and bring Baby Dog where they can see Baby Dog, which that's always something that people love and everything, and I'll just tell your story, because I'm very close to the Trump family. I know a lot about the Trump family, and I know a lot of stuff that people just gloss over, and so with all that being said, I said what we need to do is feed them some country food, whether it be fried chicken or corn on the cob or mashed potatoes and that kind of stuff, and ask them for nothing, and tell them we'd love for them to come out, and then I'd like to, I'll just sit there and talk with them. And then he said to me, here's his exact words, and the only reason I went through that is so you could hear this. He said, well, Jim, that's the kind of food both of us love, isn't it? And I said, 100%. And then he said, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to try to do. He said, if you do, 5 or 7 or whatever these events, I'm going to try really hard to make it to a couple of them myself. And he said, and we'll just surprise the people and everything. So I don't know if he's going to be able to make it, to this event or the up and coming events. But truly, I really believe with all my soul that if you're fair and you ask yourself the first question, is this country really on the right foot right now? Is it really right, what's going on? And there's so many good things that are happening in West Virginia. I'm not going there in Pennsylvania to sit and talk about me. I mean, for crying out loud, and I'm not into running all over the place campaigning for me, because the people of this great state, they know me. They already know me and know me really well. And so if they decide in their mind that they'd like to have me as their senator, well, they'll vote for me. And if they decide that they don't want me for their senator, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I love the people of West Virginia. And so I entrust everything in them. So with all that being said, I'm not going there to say one word about me and everything, but we got a lot of great stuff that's happened in West Virginia, and we need to tell the West Virginia story. But beyond that, I am very committed to the fact that if you knew Donald Trump, like Jim Justice knows Donald Trump, you would absolutely be so all in for Donald Trump to be our next president, because we're in crazy land right now. Absolute crazy land with the high stakes risk off the chart. And so I'm going to go try to do my part, and you know, as far as I'm concerned, let's hope and pray that Donald Trump's our next president.